Hello, welcome to an update on Cyclone Herald here. Um, you can see on the satellite imagery it's not looking as great as it did earlier overnight. You can see dry air has gotten entrained into the eye. You can see that by this little kind of gap in the cold cloud tops here, where my cursor's at. It got entrained into the eye and therefore was able to weaken Herald, thankfully. Um, Unfortunately, it didn't happen early enough when I went over Vanuatu. In fact, it actually intensified pretty much over the island nation of Vanuatu, unfortunately, throughout the night. Here's a visible look at the storm. You can see the eye there, really, really cloudy there. Not as clear as it was last night. And here's the forecast cone from the JTWC, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Um, you can see they forecasted to get pretty close to the island nation of Fiji. Really only going to be a concern to the island of Viti Levu of Fiji. They're going to be getting some of the inclement weather with this. And then later down the line, looks like Tonga is going to be also under the gun for some of the impacts of the storm. And then after that, it's pretty much not going to be impacting any more land areas. So again, Fiji and Tonga are pretty much going to be in the firing line for this. Um, Thankfully, all the models are in pretty good agreement that the storm is going to pass south of Fiji. May impact Tonga, but Fiji should be fine. Tonga is a little bit more uncertain. They potentially could get impacted by the eye or the eye wall of the storm. It just depends. You can see on the cone they forecast for the center to pass to the south a bit. Um, but we'll see what happens in time. Hopefully, it goes more south than this forecast says and doesn't impact the island of Tonga that greatly. Um, Here's some past satellite imagery of the storm. You could see it impacting the island of Espirito Santo earlier, right here. This is the island of Espirito Santo, and Pentecost Island right here, where it made landfall on both of those islands. And you can see the really, really cold cloud tops there in white there, shaded in white as it passed over the island, unfortunately, overnight. Here's radar from Fiji. We can see the outer bands of the cyclone beginning to impact the island of Viti Levu. Um, and over here you can see Google Earth. This is the island of Espirito Santo, and the storm went to the south of the island. It still made impact there on the island, but it didn't go over it completely. It went to the south and made landfall. And it also made landfall over Pentecost Island to the far south. I guess around where that area of Bunlap is there. Um, go back to IR. You can see the past satellite loop of Cyclone Herald. You can see it went over Pentecost Island there. And before this loop starts, it went over this island right here, the island of Espirito Santo, earlier in the morning. And then overnight, it went over Pentecost Island. JTWC peaked the storm out as a 165-mile-an-hour Category 5 hurricane earlier in the morning. Now, like you saw on the forecast cone, they have it at 155 miles per hour. That's likely to change in a new update now. I believe I heard that it's now down to 100 knots, which, if memory serves me correct, is about 115 or 120 miles per hour. Um, so that's about equivalent to a mid-range Category 3 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale, which is fair enough. I believe it's probably around that intensity right about now. Just looking at how disheveled the eye is and the center that's overcast CDO is compared to how it was earlier, as you see in the loop when it starts degrading there. Um, and I apologize for the imagery not looking the best. This is off of Go 17 right there, as you can see, Go 17. And the storm is not under the best viewing conditions from Go 17. It's going to be, the storm is kind of slanted on Go 17 because it's kind of in the farther reaches of Go 17's field of view. And also, unfortunately, Go 17 has issues with its infrared sensor, its ABI sensor, ABI part, advanced baseline imager, and that's why you see these kind of little lines here in the imagery. That's not due to the site that I'm using. That's due to Go 17 itself having some issues, um, unfortunately. And this is imagery off of Himawari 8. You can see the eye a lot better on the imagery. And of course, later down the line, the most recent image, you can see the eye is really disintegrated. It's still there, barely. You can make it out on the visible loop here, barely there. Um, well, actually, it's still quite clearly there. It's just not clear as it was overnight and tomorrow after. I mean, not tomorrow. Yesterday afternoon. So yeah. Hope everybody has a great day night wherever you guys are. Stay safe. Tonga and Fiji, you guys need to be watching this storm closely over the next coming hours and days, um, as it affects those two island nations. Um, so that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Um, if you have any feedback or comments, just leave it down in the comment section below. This is my first update, so I don't know how the audio or the video is gonna look, so I apologize for any technical issues I had or if I rambled on too long in this update. Still gonna be learning here, and I'm planning on doing more updates in the foreseeable future when I'm able to, and when the situation seems good enough for me. Um, so hope everybody has a great day. Now, you guys are stay safe. Tonga, Fiji, watch out over the next coming hours and days here, and just hope